Hello everybody. Hey, it's Ken Faulkner here with another knife video. Yes, more knives. We're having fun collecting these knives, enjoying these knives, and I never thought I'd get to where I am today as far as knives. A while back, well, when I was younger, I loved knives, collected them, but not to this level. Certainly not at this price point. And when it came around to COVID, that's when I really started more into the collecting. I never thought I'd have like hundreds of knives. Mind you, I'm not really. I'm more in the between 200 and 300 range, maybe getting closer to 300 now. But no, I never thought for a minute when I started, this is where I would be. Kind of like this channel. Way back, maybe a little over a year ago. Can't remember what my anniversary is. I did one video on kind of like I got called out. Freedom Frog Gear. He was, we were talking to each other because we become, more friends than just, watching his videos. And he was saying, hey, I'm going to call out some people and tell them, hey, I want you to go ahead and do a video. And, I like to support channels. So I said, okay, when a channel comes out and says, hey, I want you to support, this cause, or I want you to go and subscribe to this channel because I think they deserve to get over a certain number of subscriptions, things like that. I do try to do that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's where it started. I had a knife, did a video, didn't know what I was doing. Still don't feel like I know what I'm doing, but I am having a great time. And here I am today with this knife, and it is the TRM Three Rivers Manufacturing Redline. Now, another thing I didn't expect for TRM to make fixed blade, but I guess I don't know why I wouldn't expect that. It's become a trend lately, right? Am I missing something, or is this true? Because I've seen companies like Kubi, like Civivi, all these different companies are coming out with fixed blades now. Ones that were traditionally just folding knives. And looks like TRM, there's nothing wrong with that either. But I just didn't expect it. Of course, you had, other companies that have always been fixed blades. So it's you don't really see so many. I guess I haven't really seen so many of the fixed blade companies coming out with folders, but it's going the other direction. Regardless of all that, here's where we are today with this TRM Redline. This is a good size knife. It's a little bit bigger than some of the ones I've been getting into lately because of the fact that it's a little bit, it's more of a belt knife. For one thing, the sheath has just the one way of carrying it. It's got that loop. And so it's not that Kydex thing where you can get it and you can rotate it all these different directions, that kind of thing. But this one is very comfortable to carry on the belt. But in reality, lately, it stays in there pretty good. No rattling. In and out really nice when I do carry it. Now, the problem I have is that I don't carry it that as much as I'd like to. And basically it's, social norms, I guess. I'm in California. I'm near LA, suburb of LA. And I work in an office. So, I'm sure other states it's a little less of a shocking thing to see somebody carrying a fixed blade knife. But the way things have been going lately, and I just pulled out some of these knives that have been sitting here next to me. that I've been carrying recently. I got the Very Good Knife Company is one that I've been really into, and the Adventure. And this is a good size, and it's got that Kydex sheath. And right now it's a belt carry style. I tried a couple different things with it. This is what I ended up liking. But even so, the size difference on it, even though it's not a huge difference, it's a little bit more subtle carry. So like on a, actually I'll carry it in the office on the Friday thing, you know, where you're wearing jeans, the casual Friday, from time to time. Certainly on the weekends, going out to Trader Joe's, grocery store, going to the mall, I'll carry it on my belt. Now I know I'm like in the minority on that, but I will. There's another one here. This one's even, I think, a little bit bigger, but you know, it's just pretty much the same. But this one is Work Tough Gear. So it's another one of these ones that is kind of borderline where I can kind of EDC it. But when I say EDC, it's not like everyday carry. Another one that's smaller than those is the Dust Devil, KC's design from Nice Fast. And this guy is, and there's no reason for anybody to get worried about something like this. I mean, obviously any knife can be used as a weapon, but also you can pick up a bottle, or you can pick up a kitchen knife at work and go on a rampage. But I mean, that's the thing, is that if we want to go around outlawing everything that is dangerous to people, then we have to get rid of all the cars, because there's more people getting murdered out on the freeway, especially here in California, than there are with knives. So this is a more recent one, the Snook. You've seen me. I had this one. And this is a great size. You know, this is probably a little bigger, but very close to the Dust Devil, if I get it on camera. But it's a great size, and this one is really good as that pocket fixed blade with the Ulti clip. I was just carrying it this Friday, and yeah, it's really great. I do love a fixed blade. I think the whole thing about a pocket knife, a folding pocket knife, is that it's easy to carry. That you can fold it and put it in a pocket. You don't have it hanging out, sticking out, getting caught on things. It's a way until you need it. But in reality, this is a much stronger and more useful tool. If I'm getting a knife specifically to do knife tasks, it's going to be a fixed blade. Now I do love folding knives for the fidgetability, the actions, and all the great things you like about those, especially nowadays with the pocket clip. Very easy to get, so it's not dropped down inside your pocket. So, Three Rivers Manufacturing, I was a fan from afar for many years. 2 years ago at Blade Show, I decided I'm going to pick one up. So I picked this guy up, the Atom. Got a video on this one. Beautiful knife. I've always loved these knives. They're very thin. Probably not my go-to because it's a little bit small in the hand, but it's not bad at all. But slicey, kind of like a Spyderco, you know, that kind of slicey, maybe even more so in some ways. Very thin geometry, beautiful milling. They just do a great job. USA made knife. I was excited to get this knife, and I was kind of fine with it. You know, I said, okay, I got one now. I finally got one, and I thought, well, you know, I'll just go on with my collecting with less expensive knives. I got a good deal on this one because at Blade Show you tend to get better deals than you do through websites and things like that. But as time went on, I got the opportunity to pick up the Shadow. And this is very cool. I mean, it's got the Axis lock, which is not my favorite lock, but it works very well. It's just, you know, a little bit softer because it doesn't have that detent. But great knife, nice and tall, thin again, a little bit smaller than the the Atom. But yeah, it's a great knife, and I love the handle material. Looks very, very cool. Looks like wood, but it's actually micarta, I believe. Either micarta or G10, but either way, I'm pretty sure it has some micarta. But a cool look, and it does kind of make it look like wood. So then I have these two knives, and I'm super happy. And I'm thinking, I'm set. I don't really feel like I need to necessarily be driving to get more TRM knives, because there's a lot of other companies out there I like. I mean, I do still love this company, and I do still kind of pay attention to what they're doing, and I'm sure at some point. And but then this came along. I got an opportunity to buy this knife. It was a used knife. A friend of mine hit me up. That's usually when I'm buying used knives. Usually it's from friends that are just looking to sell for whatever reason. And I said, yeah. And he was kind of saying, I don't know if you like these kind of knives. And I said, actually, I do. I really love these kind of knives. It's the only thing is, like I said, is just not being able to carry them as much as I want to. But this is a beautiful knife. 20 CV blade, which is a little unusual for fixed blades. But you see more and more of that dust devil over there. This is a 14C28N steel. And some people would say that there's certain steels for fixed blades and others for... I don't know enough about steels other than what I hear and read. But as far as personal use, 20 CV is plenty strong. I've never had a problem with it. I haven't had a problem with this knife. It's fairly new. I've had it for probably a month or two. But I haven't really gone out camping with it or anything like that. No very serious stuff. But everything I've thrown at it, it's been able to handle. So here I am, going down that slippery slope, places where I never thought I'd be before. This channel, however long it's been, a year and a half, something like that. 700 subs. Got that giveaway coming up. Still planning on putting out that video tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. If you haven't heard about it, go back a few videos and find the one where you comment to get in on the video, because it's just going to be on a regular video. I don't do lives, don't do that kind of stuff yet. So it's another thing. It's just another slippery slope. I never really expect to do lives, but maybe someday. I don't know. Yeah, great knife. It's got those red liners. I think that's where the red line comes from. Great micarta, which I love, especially this kind of micarta, because it's got good texture. Feels really good. Nice finger choil up here, which it turns into an extremely good sharpening choil. Great design. Not as thin, very much as you expect. I mean, a fixed blade with the thinness of the Atom would be kind of ridiculous. So it is a little more robust. I think we're talking about 1/8 of an inch on the thickness there. And the blade length is something like 5 inches with a cutting edge of about 4.5 inches. So that's significant. Another reason why, I like bigger knives, but when you get into knives with 4-inch long blades, then you're talking about a pretty big knife. This one is 3.5. About 3.5, and the overall is about 8. So you're gonna get, if you go to 4.5 inches, you're ending up like cold steels and stuff like that, where they're very big knives. Nothing wrong with those either. I like those as well. I'm kind of like that. I'm kind of like all kinds of knives. I have preferences, things that I like more. So handle length, that inner grip, especially with that choil, we're talking about 4.5 inches, which is great. So yeah, extremely comfortable in the hand for me. So I think TRM has just taken all that they know about knives and put it into this fixed blade. I would recommend it, especially if you're in an area or your job is such that you'd use a knife. It's really not that huge on the belt, and it's very easy to carry. Doesn't like get caught up in things that much. So yeah, I would recommend this knife. I'm super happy to have it in my collection. Wish I could carry it more often. I probably could, but I don't want to push it. I don't want I don't want HR to be coming down saying, "Oh, no more knives at work." Just like California with their laws and switchblade laws. Talk about it with friends and say, that out the front doesn't get out really that much faster than you would with a flipping folder knife. And I say, well, don't tell that to the lawmakers, because then they're going to start outlawing, flipping knives. So this is legal for me to carry in California, by the way. If I'm carrying it on my belt, I can carry it any size I want. It could be a 20-inch blade. Fun fact, a lot of people don't know that. But it's just something that if you're doing it, people are going to be looking at you. They maybe the police are going to want to find out what you're doing with that big knife. I don't know. But a knife this size, on the weekends, I can get away with it. I'm good with it. And yeah. So that's enough for this video. More than enough. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And keep an eye out for that giveaway picking video. And I will see you on the next one.